Welcome to Scale Builders Guild.
And Harley Designs. Check
Episode
in
93.
where you're coming from.
Check in where you're coming from.
First time listener, long time caller.
Welcome to Pillow Talk. Or Missed Connections. Maybe we'll call this one Missed Connections. Hey, it's almost Christmas.
I guess. I kind of forget. Since I'm not going anywhere, I just
No, I'm not going anywhere either.
And Nicole's back with family. And so talking with Brandon today. He's like, yeah, we'll be on the road all day tomorrow. I'm like, why? Like, oh, yeah. It's
things.
Oh, yeah.
Family. Right. Yeah, check in. Tell us where you're watching from and what you're hoping is in your stocking.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically, it's our last show before Christmas.
Yeah, and then it'll be our last show before the end of the year. So.
Well, we're not doing one next week?
I said, and then, as in the following.
And then. No, and then. And then. No.
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody's having a good week.
Yeah, I agreed. It's what is it? It's Wednesday? It's Wednesday.
I hope so.
I guess.
Yeah, Wednesday already again, I guess.
I
can't
even tell. But
Same.
I did watch you put out your RebelCon video.
Yeah. Did you notice that thing has a few slots on the front underneath the angry eyes?
There was a number of things that you said in there that I did want to discuss, though.
Okay. Do you want to get right into that right now? Or do you want to save that for later?
We could save it for later. Just keep it in mind. We'll talk about that.
Okay. Don't forget. Don't anybody forget. Josh wants to talk about the RebelCon.
Let's see. Yeah, did you work on anything else this week? I can't remember. You didn't
I got some other stuff coming up. No, no live video this week, but that's because I'm sort of it's a mess around everywhere else that you can't see.
Oh.
So I was sort of like, I've got enough things to keep me busy for a while. I've got videos coming out of my yin yang. So, I put the Max video out Monday.
Yep.
RebelCon today.
Which is Wednesday.
Right? Wednesday. And then something Friday. And then something again on Sunday.
Something.
Yeah.
Well, one of them's got to be the Hunavan.
Oh, no. I shot that, but I haven't edited that one yet. Actually, there's that. There's also the, where's that other thing?
You got the Kubelwagen?
Kubelwagen. That has to go up at some point as well.
Okay, so we're still not talking. All right.
Yeah, there's at least 2 top 5 videos.
I've got one coming as well next week. Scale News.
Yep.
Mine's
probably gonna be Friday.
I'm one-upping everybody. Top 11.
I was gonna do top 6.
Oof. See, I thought about doing top 50, but
nobody's got time for that. No, thank you. Besides, I'd get bored by like top 3.
We're counting in reverse order.
I put them up in no particular order. I was like, these are the top 5.
I don't know which one's best, but here.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
These are out of all the rest of the 5 that are left.
Yeah.
They're all up there.
Yeah.
But this one, Moose Jaw just goes, but this one goes to 11. Don't touch it. That's the best part when he's just pointing at the guitar. He's like, oh, what about this? No, don't touch it.
I actually don't know what it's from. I just know that saying, but this one goes to 11. What is it from?
It's from a movie called This Is Spinal Tap.
Oh, I've heard of that. Never seen it.
It's about a rock band, like a heavy metal band for like the early 80s.
Okay.
And it's Christopher Guest, and it's one of these movies that you really do need to see
Yeah.
because it's quite spectacular. It's so funny. They have a bunch of it's like a mockumentary all about this band.
Yeah.
So you think they're real. And some of their songs are amazing. They've got one called Big Bottom.
I'm in.
Talk about mud flaps. My girl's got 'em.
Sounds like
Awesome.
Steel Panther, but
Yeah, exactly. But it's like way before that.
yeah.
Yeah. Yes. So there's a couple of top 5 videos, and then there's a whole bunch of other stuff still coming. So
Even
gonna be
better.
crazy.
And then after
nuts.
first of the year, we're going to start talking about Road to Scale Nationals.
We're heading down the road.
I'm excited about.
Oh man, me too.
Brian,
I got some
thank
stuff
you.
for
He says
mail call.
The Rebel is Matt's April Class 1 rig.
Oh, because it's April Fool's, right?
Well, no, because April is when Scale Nationals is.
Oh,
Jeez. I mean, but okay. That was on you. You're projecting that.
I'm not going to do that. I noticed you've still got your orange row of trucks is not fully orange, and it drives me crazy.
Oh, you're right. That's because it wasn't intentional. It just happened.
Well, that's because most of your trucks are painted with a chip brush.
Actually, there's 2 moose jobs in there, and there's 2 suits. That was a Brandon, and that one was the Flex Seal truck. So
Right.
Did I paint anything on this rack?
No,
Nope.
of course not. Craig Thompson said, Spinal Tap, it's a lot like Flying Cars, but with heavy metal music. It's way better than Flying Cars, and not bad funny in a bad way.
2 trucks in this room that I've painted.
Oy.
Yeah, and there's a lot in this room.
Jeremy Kilburn said, I'm ashamed. He probably hasn't seen A Clockwork Orange either.
I've seen.
You're probably
Clockwork
right.
Orange. I've seen that one.
Ah.
So,
wow.
Yes.
All right, good for you. Rebelcon CMS conversion for Class 1.
Yeah.
Pass.
That one I must have forgot about that fact.
That it had a servo mount, yeah.
So,
yes, I also didn't know. I was like, because in the review video, I'm like, all right, and the servo is, oh, there it is on the axle.
So I didn't actually watch the video. I listened to it because I do that a lot. I put on YouTube videos and I listen to them specifically while I drive because I'm safe like that. And I have YouTube Premium, so the phone doesn't even have to be on. It's just
exceptional.
And then I got back in my Jeep later, like to go pick up lunch, and Brandon and I were in there, and I was just like a song started playing. I'm like, what in the world is this song? Like, what was I listening to? And it was just.
Why do I hear Matt's angelic voice?
Yeah, no, it was just the end of the video where it was just the running footage.
The running video, yeah.
So I was like, oh. Yeah, that was. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Oh, here's a very Canadian question for you. Have you seen the movie Strange Brew?
Is that the brothers, the Doug and
Bob and Doug? Yes.
Bob and Doug? No, I haven't.
Okay, you need to see that one too.
I know that it's the guy from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, right?
Yes.
What's his name?
But it's the other way. In Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. It's the guy from Bob and Doug, Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis. Yes. You knew what I meant. Torre. 50 knock. Much appreciated.
Oh, the knocks are rolling in. Nice. Yeah, it's been a little while.
Merry holidays.
Merry break.
Merry
break.
Oh
yeah, Tony's right. That orange Rebelcon would fill that void on that shelf. So I'm happy to send it to you if you want to check it out.
You know what? I'll trade you a Rebelcon for a almost brand new Gen 8. Just I was looking at the wall in my office today, and I went, I forgot I had that Gen 8 up there that I have no intentions. I was like,
I know you've got that hate on for it.
I just, I was like, well, I say almost brand new because I've had two. And that was the one that I ran initially that I had got. I bet it has 15 feet of runtime before the driver's front axle shaft snapped on it. And I went, I'm done.
That's it.
Just put it back on and just never touched it again. I fixed it,
Flop.
but then never touched it again.
RC Dave charged up. Thanks very much. Orange makes me sick. Josh likes orange. Therefore, Josh makes me sick. I don't have a lot of orange trucks. I have one.
Oh, because you got rid of that Toyota. You traded the Toyota, and then you have.
I have another orange Toyota I forgot about. Range Rover.
And the dumpster behind you.
Oh yeah, shoot. Well, this is copper.
That's orange.
Okay.
You class it up however you want. That's orange.
And then I guess the Bronco is technically orange too, isn't it?
Well, they say it is. You call it orange. The rest of us all call it yellow. But if you're going to go with consistency, you've got 4.
Matt.
It
says, Matt, I don't have a lot of orange cars. And then, oh yeah, I've got 4. Idiot. Stupid head.
Oh my God. Yeah. You said you had stuff before mail call?
No. I have stuff for mail call, yes.
You have stuff for mail call. I thought you said stuff before mail call.
No.
But we should jump into mail call.
Okay. Let me get this question out of the way first.
Oh yeah.
Matt, the other day you were asked about your favorite Jeeps and you mentioned every Jeep you have except the SCX6. Well, I love the SCX6. That's probably my favorite Jeep.
It does sometimes escape your initial thought process just because like it's so different. Like you start thinking about these, like if someone asks a question like, what's your favorite RC car? Like I'm not saying that an SX6 is my favorite RC car, but I would just start thinking and I wouldn't even think about that car because I would be comparing it against these and it's nothing like driving one of these.
Yeah. Yep.
That's correct. Really
I also
the SX6, but it's totally
I forget it because it's so big. I think it's a real truck. Josh's face is overexposed because he's using a webcam. And if you watch Josh on his channel, he looks great and I look like shit. So it's just the nature of how the show goes.
We have 2 cameras. On mine, you're watching through here, and on the Matt's channel, you're watching through there, and then vice versa.
This is me, and up there is Josh. Great. Okay, mail call.
Yeah.
You want to go first?
Sure. I don't have a whole lot of things.
I've got like 2.5 things.
I've got 3.
I've been getting a lot of presents for Rebecca, but nobody needs to see that stuff.
I didn't get anything for Nicole.
Shocker.
First off is a new tool that I bought. And it is a nutzert tool.
Oh, nutzerts are the best.
And some M3 sized nutzerts. I want this for carbon fiber work, especially. Trying that. Some other little projects here and there, but things that I want to try. And I didn't have one of these. This is a small size versus like our big like M6 to M10 nutzerts. So one specifically for the scale of the things that we're doing.
You won't be putting on any sliders or armor on my Jeep anytime soon then.
Not your full size. Agreed. Sliders on a little one. Very possible.
Definitely.
Then
DK, we can talk about Pardon My News Jeep running video later. Hey, there's that thingy.
The TWS CTS VTR.
It's a
ABC.
CTR, isn't it?
Whatever. No, CTS.
CTS.
VTR.
XTR.
CTS VTR TWS.
4x4.
Yeah. 4x4.
3 letters.
Duh. Yeah.
There's actually 21 letters there.
So it's they didn't spend a ton of time on the box.
Well, come on now. They put all their time and effort into what's inside the box.
Totally agree. That could very well be the case. But I got this and I was just like, this does not look like a kit that just came out.
It looks like a kit that came out in 1981.
It honestly, it does. Like, it's almost like if you did that on purpose, like that would be kind of cool. But I don't think that they did. So
DK just went VTR, WTF, BBQ, 420.
So, you know,
LOL.
I'll get around to building this at some point, but
okay, great.
I don't know when, but it's here.
Well, they did send it to you. You should do them that kindness.
Oh, I will. But at the same time,
this video brought to you by
I said
VTR,
like
CTS.
We'll send you one. I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to have time for everything for sure, but
don't worry about it. The box looks like it's 30 years old. We can wait.
I'm just gonna put it out in the sun to properly patina the box.
Get a little water damage on there too.
Yeah. And then I get
fresh off Radio Shack's shelf. Hey, all right, silhouette. Ooh, the cameo.
Got myself a.
You went all fancy.
Is this fancy?
I went with the Inspire Air 2, which is Cricket. It's the Cricket.
I went silhouette with the one that Moose Jaw had. So just in case, it's nice to have things that are
to share files
or share something specific. Who knows? But I also like that this had a plug-in directly to Adobe Illustrator. So export from Illustrator and it just.
Does anybody want to buy a slightly used Inspire Air 2?
Yeah. So I liked that. Now I have I'm not trying to do any like paint work. Like, let's be clear.
Okay. Well, yeah.
At the start. Like,
it's not for that.
But honestly, what I want it for is fabrication stuff a lot. I bought like masking material. So
he's going to start building comp bodies out of vinyl.
Right. So basically I don't know what the cat just did. But basically I can create a template in CAD for whatever I do. And normally I would print that out on paper and then I transfer that onto metal and I'll like tape the paper onto there, mark my holes and cut around and then replace the tape and keep cutting. Now I can just cut an actual template and I can stick it right onto whatever material I want. And it's actually, I'm looking forward to that. And then of course, for whatever the other things that I need, whatnot, it's nice to have tools. I love tools. And this is just that. So, yeah, it's in the way. It's not in the box, obviously.
No, obviously.
It's I bought the 12-inch, not the 15, and it's already big. I was like, I'm glad
Yeah, 12-inch is all we need.
Yeah, I mean,
it's got me. I mean, you can always have more,
but
I'm fine with 12.
Or use a CNC router. Jesse changed.
Oh, can you imagine?
To cut my paper templates,
just zing.
I try and pull it off, and there's just sawdust all over the back of it. Like that didn't work. So,
you're making vinyl interiors now, upgraded from foam. Oh,
can make
sneaky
gauges that will stick to my foam interiors. God, that's geez, freehand it. Mike J, you see, that's what separates those of us.
It separates the semi-professionals from the top-rated amateurs.
Exactly. There's a level of accuracy that goes a long way. And because in the end, then you have error when you're cutting by hand anyway. So if you freehand and cut by hand, that's why you end up get sloppy stuff.
DK said it's for when Josh messes up the stickers Moose Jaw sends and then needs to send file over to Moose Jaw.
I need to print new ones. Josh, are you
these again
screen now that Nicole's not home? No, this is pretty normal. Like
he didn't go on a buying spree, folks.
Yeah,
this is every day.
And I did go on a bit of a buying spree today with the. I was just like, I need vinyl. So I bought black, matte black, white, matte orange, metallic orange, transfer tape, stencil material. The
I've got every
squeegees.
color under the rainbow.
Let me tell you, I was like trying to look for just like some stuff to go along with it. Everything for these machines comes in like pastel, like tools. I'm like, that was
because you know what? These aren't marketed to you or me.
I know. That's why I got the black version. I'm like, I'm gonna get the man.
Yeah, man it up.
I cut a carbon fiber decal last night for the first one because I had carbon fiber vinyl. It'll take a regular roll of vinyl. So like that, and I just cut a stencil that says "I'll cut you," and I put that right across the front of it. Like, nah, manly, cut stuff.
I'll cut you.
I'll cut you
accurately. Will you cut me? I would cut me. So. Torhagen, thanks for the knocks. Sorry late, but knocks for you as well. You guys make my RC day. You're the man. Thank you very much.
Yes.
The best way to cut vinyl is with a 7-month-old dull X-Acto blade. Well, Josh has plenty of those.
I was trying to.
So he's only got one.
I was trying to weed that stencil yesterday. And I was just like, this is really.
It was like weeding it with a dull pencil.
Well, and it was because the of my X-Actos broke. I got broke off the very tip of it. I was like, I should change that out. It'd make this a lot easier.
All right, my turn. So last week I showed you the box for the Elegoo Mars 3.
Oh yes.
And man, let me tell you, I'm making men. I'm making tiny men. He's supposed to be holding a steering wheel, but make your own assumptions.
Yeah.
But it's so, like, the detail is crazy. Look at the hands. I mean, gloves. He's wearing gloves.
It's obviously harder to show on the webcam, but you had posted some photos on your Instagram of Lieutenant Dan there, and it was the detail was fantastic.
This is there's a name for him. Like in the Tamiya world, this is a Night Customs file, and the body is sort of a light recreation of one of the ones that Beetle Lover did, and then the head is supposed to be what's his face here? Hang on.
Your Skype got a little bit off, but I'm not sure why. Your voice is on, but your video's behind it, which is a new one. But regardless,
sure it'll catch up.
Yeah, it usually does.
Hang on. Night Customs. Okay, so the head is based on Steve McQueen.
Aha, okay.
And the name is Harvey Mushman. And when Steve got super famous, the insurance company that insured him said he could no longer do any sports racing or anything. So he created a fictional name to race under. Harvey Mushman.
I see. Ryan wants to know, is his name Steve or Mitch? Can you ask? I don't know either. I'm asking in case I didn't get the joke.
I don't understand the joke either.
So
he's making men. Hallelujah, he's making. That's a good one, Jay. Yeah. Anyway, that thing is frigging crazy cool. I also did the test print that comes with it, which is like a rook, and it's got like a spiral staircase in there, and there's like a double helix also in there, and there were no supports for this. It's crazy. Yeah. Crazy.
Resin printers they're pretty satisfying to see. The parts can be heavy unless designed in a certain way, but either way, like that especially, but like that part probably still has a decent amount of heft to it. Yeah.
No.
Okay, fine.
He's very light.
He's
foam interior light. Don't even worry about it.
I do not believe you. Don't believe you.
Your internet sucks as well, just for the record.
My internet's fine here. I haven't dropped any frames or anything.
It's not about frame dropping. It's just about shitty internet.
Sure.
Anywho, that's the one thing I've got to do a review on that, but I've already been like playing around with it a bunch. In fact, actually, I used my Prusa to print this handy dandy thing here, because
Is that one of those toilets at Smidgen Follies?
it's a two-story outhouse. No, this is because when you use resin, you pour it into the vat and then it uses light and it prints the thingy.
Yes.
And then there's always inevitably resin left over. What you got to do if you want to use that resin again is strain it before you put it back in the bottle. So they made this thing. I don't know, some guy on Thingiverse made this thing. But you put the vat in here on a diagonal, and it pours perfectly into the funnel, and then you put a little filter in there, and then you run it back into your thing.
Oh, nice.
So I used my printer to print the thing for the other printer.
The robot
Inception.
revolution.
I embrace our robot overlords.
Yes.
Anyway, I thought that was kind of cool. So, so that was the first thing I got this week, and I'm so thrilled that I have that. I have to do a full review on that, but it's going to be quite favorable for sure.
Absolutely. And honestly, I don't use ours all that much, but there's certain times when it's just, I mean, obviously the detail world of things.
Not your bag, baby.
Right. I don't visit as much. I don't visit. Matt lives there.
No.
I just occasionally drop in and say hello.
DK said he's supposed to be holding the Blue Origin model. I think that's what he's...
Yes.
Which hand do you think he's holding it in? This one? Or this
Depends
one?
if you have the 12-inch or the 15. But
whatever's more scale accurate. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. You've got more stuff there?
No, that is
okay.
all.
I got some more.
I got
some more. I ordered, I got 2 sets of SCX-10-2 axles, the kit version.
Yes.
Now, one thing to note with this kit, and Axial, I love you, but this is the dumbest thing you've ever done.
It's not. I know exactly what you're going to say.
It's partially dumb.
It's not. It's complete no matter what you're buying it for.
Okay, I would like to build 2 axles, please.
Buy 2 kits.
Then you have to buy 2 kits.
Yes.
That's exorbitant.
It's not.
It's extortion what they're charging. Oh, you want to build 2 axles? Well, we gave you all the parts to build 2 except the housings.
No.
Come on.
We gave you all the parts to build whatever axle you want, whether it be a front or a rear.
But not both.
Right, because you're buying 1 axle kit.
That's axle kit.
Yeah.
Makes me think you get 2. Because you need 2.
It's not an axles kit.
Okay, but the way they word it, look at this again.
Now, I will agree that their wording is trash.
The wording is trash. Locked axle set. Front/rear complete.
Yeah. It doesn't.
It should say front or rear complete.
I agree. Something like that. Because, yes, the wording is actual trash.
Yes, it would be cheaper to buy the SCX-10-3 straight axle kit currently, but I didn't want those because I want rear steer.
Right.
And you can't do that easily with an offset axle.
Agreed.
Anyway, yeah, so that's that. Somebody was asking how long. This took 3 hours to print.
Which is not
Which isn't
crazy.
too bad.
It's not crazy.
Too bad.
Not for that detail, especially.
No, exactly. Finally, the last thing I got this week came all the way from Russia.
With love. Let's see it. I'm excited to see this.
I'm pretty excited to show it to you. It's going to take a little bit of fancy camera work, though. Look at this thing.
What is the wheelbase on that?
I haven't counted the squares yet, but it's very long.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Great job by Luxor's Catch, one of our forum members. He's also on the Instagram.
He's got a great Instagram.
Oh, his Instagram is the best. It's really, really good.
I don't know why.
Leaf Sprung.
I want pizza now. I'm gonna order.
Doolies.
I'm gonna order pizza for dinner after seeing this.
The topper comes off. It's on there with magnets, so comes right off.
Is topper? I want to ask the chat specifically. Is topper what most of you call it, or are you guys the camper shell people, or cap? I call it a topper growing up as well, but I always hear like, I think it's like regional, but it looks
It might
so
be regional. Yeah.
The difference of like, was this modeled after anything?
It's a real truck. Yeah.
It is. It has that funky rear window like that looks like a RV. The side rear window.
Oh yes, yeah, it does. Yeah.
Top. So yeah, truck cap, camper shell, topper, camper shell. It's a cap, bed canopy.
I've heard both.
You
canopy, get out of here.
There's 2 canopy people in here. 3 crazy people. Pennsylvania people. That makes sense.
We're from Pennsylvania. Okay, let's see. What's the wheelbase here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 and a half inch wheelbase.
That's not bad.
And I think the rear is
CEN.
Oh, the rear might be locked.
Dude, you could put that body on a CEN. Yeah.
The rear is locked. Why would I ruin this and put that on that?
Or you could put the CEN body on there, kind of up.
Why would I ruin this and put that on that?
Like, give it more of a modern look.
Anyway, I'll put the name in the chat here. Luxor's.
One of the mods that's in both, copy it and then paste that into this to this chat.
Yeah, his Instagram is phenomenal. he built some crazy Russian stuff. So yeah, he was like, do you think maybe you know someone who wants to buy this? I was like, yes, I do.
I do. Yes, I know.
I do know somebody who would like to buy that meat.
That idiot is me.
Yes, I didn't realize this until just now, though, is that I don't really have space to put it.
The RCPC space got immediately taken up. Thank you, Moose Jaw.
Sure did.
I'm gonna pin the message from Moose Jaw for a second. That's with that's the Instagram name for the person who built that rig. So
yeah,
go check it out. Follow him if you like.
Top tip. In the top 5 builds from the SBG forums, which should come out on Boxing Day or December 26th for us, you Americans, this may be featured in that. So
that's this video is rigged.
Well, I was like,
gonna put it in there and then he's gonna sell it and profit.
I'm not selling this. This is one of those weird, stupid trucks that's just going to stay in my collection forever.
I know what you mean.
So it's a topper in the Midwest.
Yeah, well, that is where I was from. So,
what did I call it? Did I call it a topper?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a topper.
Yeah, a tonneau cover is the flat ones. I agree. So
yeah, that's something else entirely.
That's
Anyway, it's pretty sick. It probably drives horribly.
Oh,
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I didn't buy it because it drives well.
Yeah, exactly.
It could be a really great Class 0 truck, though.
You used the words great. What did you mean?
Concourse.
Okay. I was like, please explain what you're talking about.
I used to have a scale mattress, like a 12 scale mattress from a dollhouse.
Yeah.
And that used to live in the back of my white Toyota. It would be perfect for this. I might have to buy another one. You did a really great job.
You can get like the purple mattress sample for like $3. Just saying. If you wanted to class it up.
If Matt's willing to buy it, it should make top rigs. Yeah, it's true.
So yeah, I agree. I full-heartedly agree, and I think it's a pretty awesome little truck. So
yeah, I'm pretty psyched on it. One other note: he hand bent all of the wide mirrors. Did I show you those?
I mean, not up close or specifically, but we saw them in the footage. Oh my god!
Like he really got all the details down, like even the gasket around the dually flares
Yeah.
and
You
the
know what?
circle windows in the topper.
You know what I am impressed by uh, is that he was able to take that hand built fabricated truck and send it from Russia to you in what looks like immaculate condition. But you sent a project on the same continent and it showed
Shut
up
up.
destroyed. Every
Shut up.
single. I'm just saying, like, maybe on the next RCPC, there's a little bit of more of a durability challenge, so we could show the just the absolute craftsmanship of.
Well, it was yes. I will definitely chalk that up to me not packaging it properly. The problem with that build was once it was built, there was no getting into it to put stuff in there to like. No.
Yeah. But I do
Yeah.
think it was cool. You told me a little bit before the stream. You did a live stream with EVGA, and
Yeah.
I'm sure your portion of that was riveting and all. But on the same live stream, on the
Oh yeah. Right.
immediately before, like the opening act to Ket
It wasn't
from
even the
Toy Truck
opening act.
website
There was more stuff before him, but like the guy before me on the EVGA live stream on their Twitch stream today, because they're doing like a big game and gift or game and give where they're like donating a bunch of cash to some good charities. The guy before me was Lil Jon, and I'm like, they're like, all right, see you later. Like Lil Jon's doing like, yeah, what? Okay, he's doing all the things. And then they're like, all right, see you later, Lil Jon. Thanks for hanging out with us. Love you, bye, bye. And then they go, all right, next up. And I'm like,
oh my
not
god.
me, right?
Yeah,
oh,
like
shoot.
seriously, you're gonna kick it to me now? Like
Yes. I'm so sorry. I got to go backwards in time here to mail call again. I almost forgot. One of my buddies who follows me on Instagram and has helped me out in the past because his name's Sam. He works at the Jeep dealership in Ottawa. He was the guy who helped me out when my car got broken into and the scum stole the miniature toolkit
right.
that has all the hardware for taking the roof off. He sent me another one of those a while back, and that was amazing. Well, my car got broken into again, and guess what they took again?
Well, you kind of gave that away. You really shot this game in the foot. But
so they took that toolkit again, and I was casually talking to him, and I was like, you know what happened again? He's like, you're kidding me. So anyway, him and his wife were coming into town, and they stopped by the house the other day and brought me another toolkit, a couple of hats, a nice trail rated Jeep hat. It's a pretty good looking hat, and a hat for the wife, and a mug, and it was just nice to meet him in person. Like I had never met him in person, but he's like, come on up to Ottawa, and he's got like an indoor crawling course they're building up there and all kinds of really cool stuff. So it was pretty amazing to meet him in real life and have a nice chat with him on the porch for a little while and get another toolkit. So
whoever stole it
thank you
the
very
first
much,
time,
Sam.
they were doing it and they lost it, and like, man, I really liked that toolkit. Like, I gotta get
Man,
one of those.
I bet you I can sell this for $5.
I'm guessing he just lost it, and then he's just like, I have to get another one of those.
I'm gonna have to find myself a Jeep. Hey, there's a Jeep right there.
I'm gonna go back to that same store.
They also took my Cheez-Its that day, and I was super pissed.
You have car Cheez-Its?
Oh, car snacks for days.
You admittedly drive like 2 days a week.
Yeah.
And you just leave Cheez-Its in the car?
I leave all kinds of snacks in there. Sometimes I've got some jerky in there. I've got High Chews. I've got
those are good.
Werther's Originals.
Of course you do.
I am 80.
Who just leaves that? If I have a box of Cheez-Its that's been opened, nah. I'm like,
I also have Goldfish crackers.
Doing something, going like, I've got Cheez-Its in my Jeep, and I'd go get them.
Oh no. Those are car snacks. I've got house snacks and car snacks.
God, you're fancy.
Hey, there's Sam right there in the chat. No problem, buddy. It was really nice to meet you guys, and I'm definitely going to take you up on coming up to Ottawa when I can. Gunnar Nissen, thank you very much. Just wanted to wish you. Speaking of satisfied jerky. That's crazy. He also sent me another package. Damn you all to hell. Just wanted to wish you guys a Merry Christmas, and thanks again to you two and everyone else for helping make this a great year for Satisfied Jerky. Choo woo. Glad we can help. And Sam's Garage, thank you very much. Merry Christmas, everyone. You okay? You got a spider? Spider? It's a spider.
A spider? God, you guys have weird sayings. I have an itch on my back.
That's not a saying. I thought there was a spider back there.
No, I have an itch, and that's why I'm using a 17 millimeter wrench.
Stealing a man's car snacks is over the line. We need to form a posse. Oh man.
Yeah,
it's not a bad area. I think I'm just like, for whatever reason, I'm too trusting and I just leave the doors unlocked. I know when the second time happened.
Okay, so it's not.
It's not broken into. It's entered without permission.
Okay.
And I was filming the Traxxas 4Tech Corvette in a parking lot, and I was literally parked across the street in plain view, and somebody just, Cheez-Its.
And tools? Best day ever. I mean, if I saw someone's just like cheese, it's just like, were they white cheddar or were they original?
Spicy.
Oh, okay. I mean, that would even. Yeah, you're leaving bait, really. That's just literal bait for people. Like, ooh. Like, that's what
next time I'm replacing it with rat poison. Then we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So, well.
No, Travis, Neighborhood Watch did not catch the thief yet.
Tony Mazza, here, who I'm always with out here, he was
his renovations
riding his
are amazing.
Yeah, coming back from riding his bike at a trail, and somehow one of the straps, however it happened, his bike ended up coming off the back of his Jeep in an intersection. A very nice e-bike, especially. He quickly pulled into the gas station at the corner of the intersection, got out, grabbed the bike quickly, as to not let the bike get damaged. So you know he was hustling, and it was right in front of him. Came back to the Jeep to put it in there, and in that time, someone stole his backpack and cell phone out of his Jeep.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah,
how are these thieves so
just
quick?
Like that? I mean, they saw him jump out and run, obviously, and they just was whoosh,
they booked it.
Whatever was handy, and then in their car and gone. I think he said, remembering back, he saw a car pull off, and he just didn't think about it until moments later when he realized his phone was not in the phone holder, and yeah.
Jay Walker just said, somewhere there's a gang of Toronto trash pandas stealing hardtops. They have the tools now. I don't know if they can. Well, they probably could. They do have that kind of
the dexterity.
They can use their hands.
They're out there washing Cheez-Its and stealing hardtops.
Have you ever seen that video of the one
washing cotton
candy?
I know. It's the goddamn cutest thing ever. And Gunnar Nissen, thank you, sir. Going to do a drawing Sunday for anyone that used Livestream Takeover 1521 to reimburse their entire order. Josh, you'll get some of the new jerky too. Sweet. So there you go. I believe that's still going. So there is a code, Livestream Takeover 1521, 15% off all the Satisfied Jerky. and you could get it refunded. So there you go.
That sounds like a deal. Hey, speaking of great deals, did I not see someone doing a raffle for a Ripper?
I saw that as well. 100 tickets at $100, I think.
That's a tidy profit.
It is, depending on what he paid for it initially, but
$20,000.
yeah. Well, my math doesn't work out quite as well there, but yeah, that's who knows.
That's hefty. But I mean, hey, $100.
I don't like the raffle thing. I just never do.
No, I hate them. I hate them.
I don't know.
I don't. There's a few people that I think I would do it. I think I have done it in the past because I'm like, yeah, I'm in for it. But when it becomes your business model, I think that's when I disagree with it.
Yeah, I don't participate in them particularly, and I don't know. I just don't like them just because specifically because they skirt like the rules of generally how the money's being collected, and I'm just like, how's
that? You mean?
Like PayPal, you're not allowed to do.
Oh, you're not supposed to do that on PayPal
because it's gambling. Oh. So they sell you a digital sticker, but like that's why they call them sticker sales,
like an NFT.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
But it's I think it's one of those things that like if they wanted to, there's the possibility of that still being hammered. So
so that money could disappear from that. I see.
Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like I'm going to turn somebody in for it. I just like that's why I don't just personally participate.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you're willing to take a risk on it, I mean, $100 instead of whatever it would normally cost.
Yeah, exactly.
How much are you selling them for right now, Josh?
Yeah, exactly. I got 2 of them. Give me $600. I'll give you.
All right.
Scale Nationals talk.
More. One moment. Richard Trujillo. Hello, my friend. And a happy holidays to you as well. Hi, all. Just wanted to wish all of you a Merry Christmas, even Josh. I heard that he had a visitor.
He did. He sent us a message today. Return of
the neighbor.
Yeah.
The villainous neighbor. Was he... I want to know, was he just like trolling the neighborhood looking for junk or like
reminiscing or
yeah. Oh God, I remember shooting up there.
Yeah, I got kicked out of that place. And he's
showing his like potential employer.
Yeah.
So I got kicked out of here. I don't live there anymore. Yeah. And if you go down here, I don't live there anymore either. Currently, I'm living in this car.
So yeah, it's
but thanks very much for your wishes, Rich.
Yes.
It's been a great year. Thanks so much for joining us on this show so many times and putting up with Josh as much as you do.
Yeah, thanks for being in the on deck circle. So
yeah, thanks for always being our alternate.
Yeah. Rich probably has something to talk about. Let's call him.
He's probably not doing anything. There's no car shows on Wednesdays.
He's got grown kids. Like they probably feed themselves even. So he's probably available.
Oh man. Okay. Road to Scale Nats.
Yes. So we do have to decide when we're going to put up the first video and all. My printer has been running 18 hours a day lately. Just that my class 1 project I've kept pushing on it, and I've on my 4th body for it so far.
I've got some questions for you.
Let's hear them.
I just want to be sure you're following the rules.
I am, of course, following the rules.
I'm concerned about things, though. About things.
Let's hear them.
Bumper width.
I'm on it. Don't worry. So bumper width has to be as wide as the windshield. So my windshield is 148 millimeters specifically.
All right.
It it has been
more concerning for me though.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope you don't take this the wrong way, because I'm not being cranky. I'm being concerned because I want to make sure that you get through tech.
I'm not worried about that. I know I've read the rules. I've got a copy of them saved.
But you know they're changing for next year.
I'm always aware of that. There's always
okay.
No matter what, I'm not too worried about it. All that
okay, but more concern for me.
Filament's like $20. Like,
I don't care about the filament. I just care about the final product.
Jay. Psh. And I'm not even using any of the printed stuff. It's all getting thrown away.
Yeah, he's making it out of unobtainium and carbon fiber.
Yeah.
No, what I'm more concerned about though is that I really think that it's important that you pay attention to the scope of Class 1 and how it's a truck that's supposed to be driven to the trails.
Shh.
I'm just saying. Keep that in mind.
Don't you worry so much.
Oh, I'm not worried.
I've been to these competitions. I know.
And I know you know how to what's the word I'm looking for here? P.T. Barnum your way out of any sort of misgivings on the rules.
I just know how, if the rules have words, and you just use those words against the words.
Okay, but whatever you do, share with me how you're going to bend them, because I want to know too. Okay, Rusty Sills, thank you very much. Wishing you all a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Thank you. And Sean Burrill, thank you as well. Towards your builds for Scale Nats, you guys are awesome. You meant me is awesome. I understand. Yeah. It's tough for you to get that right.
Yeah. So my Class 1's going to be...
not another Jeep.
Oh, what? I know.
God.
Yeah. So I've modified the design currently because the chassis is going to get cut, and this will have more of a full grill.
How many slots does that have?
That has exactly 7, particularly. But I've got a few things here and there. It's got a CJ style front with kind of a commando style rear. But that's it.
You know what?
So
put it up taller. It looks better in real life than it does in the renderings.
Oh yeah. That's CAD doesn't have any perspective unless you turn that on. But I've narrowed the windshield a little bit and tapered it for style and to possibly keep my the width a little bit less. See
it's a Rebel Con.
It's not a Jeep.
Put an angry eye grill on that Willys.
Here's some of the. So, I'm printing the body in sections, and I've got slice lines where I can then. This was the first one, and it was too narrow, so I changed
that one.
Then I did this one, and I didn't like how much angle I had here. I was trying to go kind of a little more aggressive to give myself a little bit of a comp advantage. But I didn't like it, so I ended up standing it up about 10 degrees. But then you can see this was square. So this one was just the corrected angle. But
there's a lot of great comments coming in here. Josh looks at every rule as having an asterisk.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Words have meanings and meanings have words. What fun is it showing up to a scale comp with an appropriate truck? Tim, that's a great question. I've been trying to answer that myself for years.
I'm traveling that far.
Yeah, exactly. I'm driving 14 hours. I should probably do well. Brazen Scale RC, Matt, you've got a DM on Insta. Ooh la la. Hello.
So I have
slipping into my DMs. All right.
I have a few of these to read. Gunnar Nissen. Did I read that one already? Where'd it go? Yes, I did read that one. Thank you again, Gunnar. Sean Burrell, thank you. Looking forward to seeing your Class 2-3 build for Scale Nationals. You guys are hilarious. I know. Funny.
I know. I'm funny.
He must mean that our builds are hilarious. Like, oh my God.
Look at these two clowns.
Look at that.
You dummies. You're not going to win anything with that.
Tim Hunter.
Mine's still in the same shape it was last week.
I've
been really on it.
Definitely is. I have to decide how far I'm going to dive into my Class 2. Because I'm like, since it's going to be my class 2 and 3, I should still probably just completely rebuild it and just do something.
Is that? Oh yeah, the one that you've already finished. See, I'm like, should I just use my? No, I'm building new trucks.
Yes. Yeah, Tim Hunsiger. Thank you, sir, just for dealing with cranky Matt. Yeah. Exactly.
I said I wasn't gonna be cranky. Somebody's cranky.
So yeah, I'm having fun though. I'm
yeah, that looks awesome, man.
I'm glad. I almost wish, or I might still even, I might section this into more pieces so that I can print smaller areas at a time. Because right now I'm printing like this whole tub. The windshield it bolts on separately, but I'm printing the whole tub when I make a change. I'm on like the 4th version of that, the 3rd version of the rear, 3rd version of the front. Excuse me. But I keep changing the length of the door area and floor area. I've designed the cage in CAD as well.
I can't wait to see it roll over and just snap that windshield right off.
The windshield will be attached to the cage.
Oh. So. This sounds pretty serious.
I
wish I could fabricate and design like you.
I'm most looking forward to
that's the only parts of you that I like.
Right, exactly. The body not being 3D printed. I don't plan to do any 3D or the final product to be.
Are you going to do like
it will.
Do you have access to Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say that at a bare minimum it'll be vacuum formed. Different portions and put together in a way.
Keep that thickness up.
Oh yeah, I'm not too because I've got 060 and that's what like this one is. That was an
just so you know, I'm gonna bring my calipers to make sure it's 060 everywhere. Psh. Nope, sorry, that part there is 059.
Uh-huh. I am going to CA glue around the edges, so you're going to have like deep dish C micrometers.
That's fine. I'll get them. I don't care. I still don't know what I'm going to do. I started gluing together this body, the J6 body. Oops, sorry. Yes. This looks pretty fun. It's going to need some major trims to the bed to get the shack towers in there.
Yep.
But look, I get my class 0 points because this is on the hinge.
Oh, that's right. Ooh, I should. I bet I could manage something along those lines. Yeah, that is the nice thing as well, is that I'm designing all of this with the full model of the VS410 underneath. So I know where all of my shock clearances. I had Brandon export it for me, and I had him export it in ways that was flexed and turned, so I could see where all of my maximum clearances had to be. All of the advantages that other people don't.
I hate you.
I know.
But here's the cab for the start of the J6, which I think I'm leaning this more towards class 1 than I am class 2.
That is,
but I don't know what I'm going to do for class 2 yet. I'm going to have to come up with something good.
What about a cliffhanger body?
Well, I have one of those.
I know, and it looks very good.
I don't want to do Lexan, though. I want those hard body points.
Yeah. You don't need them.
I heard No, I know you don't need them, but you do. May I suggest one of those Brodozer dualies for class 1?
You know what? I'll send you a body. Oh, crap. That was something else I got. Good point. Entertain somebody for a minute. At least 2 of these people.
Tim, you weren't here when I showed this off, so I'll show it to you. Oh, it's so long. And it's Toyota. But why don't you guys put some suggestions for me for class 2? Hard body. Something that I can slap together in the next 3.5 months.
Okay, sorry.
Yes.
You said Brodozer stuff, and I forgot. I got a bunch of Brodozer stuff.
Ugh.
This came from the company Custom N Crawlers, who, if you look them up ever, you will notice that they specialize in brodozering, specifically F450 lift kits.
Oh, God.
So I'm going to take this and cut it in half, and I'm only going to lift the front further so that I can
get a really good lean on it.
Yeah. No, this will go on the one that's not squatted so that we can maintain a squatted F450 just because that seems like the way to go. So yeah, these are drop brackets. There's a drop carriage with for the transmission, I suspect.
Nobody cares.
But one thing, yeah, I know what you mean there. But the one thing that I do want to say is that his print quality is very high. I'm not a big fan of 3D printed final products, from companies in a lot of cases, unless they're of this quality. And this quality is quite high. So
that's good. What do you think he's printing with?
It looks like a Prusa, and it looks like a Prusa with the dual color. Was it MMU?
Yeah.
Because he printed me a couple of these badges that bolt onto the side. It says HD.
Oh, cute.
And then he's got a couple that say CNC. But I'll just say that for 3D printed product, this is about as good as it gets from FDM. So
nice. That's great.
Yeah. It even says Bro right here on the box. Thanks, James. So he's got a little BOM with all of his parts to make sure everything's in there. Yeah, good job.
That's great.
Looks like he handles his stuff well. So thanks, CNC Customs and Crawlers. It's like CNC, but it's customs.
Yeah, I get it.
Rather than
Customs and Crawlers.
Rather than computer numerically controlled.
That sounds good too.
Well, that's what CNC.
I'm getting a lot of good suggestions here. Kidney bean to go with the jelly bean.
Oh.
What do you think the kidney bean shape would be?
Bent. Just.
Well, I've already got one of those chassis, so I'm ready there. Has anyone ever done that? Has anyone ever done like the swivel chassis that they had on the old Power Wagon?
Old Power Wagons. I mean, I've definitely seen it done. I don't know that I've ever seen it done for competition. Probably mainly because it would be terrible. But other than that, I don't know if just uncontrolled rotation. Not great for actual. There's a reason they don't do it anymore. Oddly.
Oh.
Interesting. Webb's RC videos. Thank you. New to the show, me and my wife laughed so much at you and your wife. We are hooked now. We have to get crawlers. Saw the videos first, then decided it needs some cars. Hey,
yep.
Even better.
I needed 2 adult men to tell me to buy a toy.
You're not my wife. He's talking about me. He said me. Wait.
Oh, yeah, you and your wife. Oh, I thought he was making a joke because of like the 2 of us.
But
right, whatever.
He's here tonight, so
okay.
His wife probably won't enjoy it as much, but
or more. Probably enjoy it more. Yeah. So it's almost Christmas. Did you buy yourself anything? Because I know you didn't buy anything for Nicole.
I didn't buy anything for Nicole. We don't do gifts for each other.
So weird.
It's not weird.
No, tell me that's not weird, though.
We have no kids.
Neither do Rebecca and I buy her all kinds of stuff.
I have a toy room.
I also have a toy room.
Yeah, and we have a weekly show, Matt, where we show off all of the things that we bought for ourselves. Like, we would be the worst people to ever buy a gift for.
Well, apparently, I've got some stuff coming, and I have stuff for Rebecca too. So,
you guys,
you should have at least gotten Nicole like a circle maker or something.
Can I re-gift? I am the most emotionally dead person ever, so I my ability to think of sentimental it's
the first sign of a psychopath, you know that, right?
I mean, people have guessed. Yeah, I don't know. I am admittedly a terrible person. Nicole calls me an emotional retard. Sorry for the word that can't be used, but she uses it lovingly. So take it in the spirit that it was initially, or originally intended. But I don't know. I don't know how to handle myself as an adult.
Oh, that is true. I've seen you. Crawler Baller, thank you very much. The look on your face, read that Brodozer. It looks like you're watching Josh unwrap a bag of human poop. I have no interest in those at all. Yet. I bought this.
Yeah. Like, that's what would we call this? That's more like
is like a really great model that happens to be an RC car.
Right.
Truck.
That's, what would we call that?
This is like art. It's owning art. That thing that you have is like, it's just, I don't know. Why?
That, you know what? That we have we have a curated audience, I would say. Just intelligent users in general. I think that the poll in our chats here between would you rather have, how much did you pay for that truck? $1,200.
I'm not telling. It was less than that.
Put it in terms of how many let's call it
how many Brodozers? Okay, yeah. Let's say it's $1,000.
Right.
It's lower
so
than that. But
you could have, call it 3 Brodozers. Or,
yeah, but that's a stupid comparison. Why would you want 3?
The people in this group I would say, hands down, the majority would say, I want that truck Matt has. Even though it is also pointless. It's probably the only car that is less capable than those Brodozers. But beyond that. However, if you put just 2 equally product style photos of those up for sale, white background, no context, no artsy photos, and you were just like, which one do you want? The mass market would be like, Brodozer.
Give me that Brodozer.
I'm just saying.
I've seen those on TV.
So we are sophisticated, obviously, and our audience.
Yes, Jay Walker, this definitely has to run at Smiggin's Folly. It's meant for there.
Yes.
I will definitely do that. How many squares did it cost? Why would you want 1 Brodozer? Good point. Josh is currently making me sick.
I am complimenting everybody in here that I think. So, there you go.
Ozzy RC Queen, thank you very much for the dollar reduce. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Don't forget the Rebel RC. I did the video already. It's done.
You
out the
don't
door.
Forget it.
Don't you forget it. Don't you forget it.
I did want to talk about that too. Are you ready?
Yes.
Keep avoiding it?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Bring it on. What are you going to say? Because I think I was pretty fair.
There was nothing on your video that I didn't, that I disagreed with your point.
Okay, great. Tell me though, can you tell me something? Yeah. Actually, I'll hold it to the end.
You want to talk about suspension geometry?
Yeah.
Because that's what I wanted to talk about as well.
What's the deal with that?
So that's poor suspension geometry. You were saying some vehicles have it, which is true, but what vehicles have, they do have a 5-link suspension, but it is a parallel 4-link with panhard. The Rebelcon has a triangulated 4-link with a panhard, which is just wrong. And whoever, most likely or not, I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. Someone designed it to be able to work with both upper links, and then they just, and if they wanted a rear panhard, they should have left one of the upper links off. Or, since they have triangulated 4-link, take off the panhard. Because it's going to induce binding. And if it's not, it's because there's so much slop that it's not proper. But the whole thing with parallel 4-link is you have all 4 links going together. That doesn't locate the axle at all. The axle could go side to side pretty much at will. But when you triangulate the links, that triangulation is what gives it, just like a pyramid. Like if you have a triangle, if you grab that top point, you can't move it side to side really. Whereas if you had 2 things just sticking up, you could grab those tops and move them around.
Yep.
So the triangulation is what locates an axle, and you want like 30 degrees of triangulation combined, so you can have the uppers and lowers, and you add the angles, work with each other. Blah 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 blah. Anyway,
you should really design tiny trucks, Josh.
Right? The other thing is that you were talking about the throttle fidelity on that, and I don't think that it's the ESC, because I'm guessing, like you were saying, it's a Hobby Wing ESC.
It looks like a Hobby Wing, yeah.
So it's likely that probably dollar bin radio.
Yeah. Not a terrible radio though. Like I've got it right here. Well, actually,
feature-wise, on paper, probably not.
Yeah, but it's probably, you're right. It's probably the actual
the guts in that thing
fidelity
have it's probably like that, Spinal Tap amp. There's like 11 clip. See, reference, callback. I get it now.
Spinal Tap,
whatever, tap, Spinal Tap.
You're fired. Get
so
out of here.
It probably just doesn't have any fidelity in the step of that radio.
Right.
What other vehicle was like that is the Gen 8 trash radio.
That's true. It was.
If you changed out the radio, there was things about it that performed much better. So
I will take a look at that then. I'll put my own radio on it and see what it does.
Yeah, it'll probably, you're going to have to program all of those little.
No, the lights won't get plugged in again.
Yeah. So
that'll be it.
That's, that was the main things. Beyond that, I thought you had a very fair review.
Well, I think at the end where I started to say, well, this is their first step because they want to get into the market. It's a lot more cost effective to just rebadge something, change a couple of things, and get it out there and sell a bunch.
It is. I don't
subscribe to that necessarily, but if that's the only way they can do it, then great. And hopefully this teaches them a few things and they move forward and they build something better the next time.
My concern is that they're not RC designers. Like Rebel RC, or Rebel, the full-size company, does Jeep
full-size company, yes,
aftermarket, things like that. It's a very different type of thing that to do an RC. And Jeff was not a designer in any way.
No,
Jeff doesn't know how to design. Like whether or not he could see a good design or understand what to focus on, that is the argument that could most likely be made. But he was not a designer in any way. So I don't know that I wonder if Rebel will ever have a unique platform, or if this will be more of the business model that they'll subscribe to, which is my guess.
Well, I wish them the best, so I hope that there are things coming down the pipe and they get somebody on board and start making some of their own stuff.
Jeff has been, he's got a Axial and HPI. He was there during good times as far as products and things like that. He was there throughout the Axial boom, and I know that a lot of decisions weren't necessarily made without him being on there,
signing off on them. Yeah.
Take the good with the bad. There was decisions.
Take them both, and there you have the facts of life.
Yeah, the facts of life.
The facts of life.
I don't know any more of that song, but we would have done it with a cadence. I probably could have got it.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I was saying anymore, but now I have facts of life stuck in my head.
There were a few other oddities. The wheels.
Oh god.
Being the 1.9, 2.2 to clear the portal box, even though I think a 1.9 would have totally cleared it. I haven't tested that yet, but I will.
Yeah.
There is an Epsima Pro that you can get in Europe that has an interior.
And that's because Epsima is just the exact same. They're just a place that just orders trucks. The Yikong is where that truck came from.
Yes.
And then Epsima is just like Rebel. They're just like, hey, we want this. Make it green.
Put our name on it.
Make it blue.
Make the silver one fog those windows.
The orange another one, thing. Like, what? Please explain the wheels. The wheels have a 1.9 diameter on the outside and a 2.2 on the inside, like a short course, but different and smaller and stupid. So,
well, short course are 2.230.
Yeah, that's why I said there's different, smaller. Now, the other company that did that was Charisma. They did that on the original Coyote.
Did they?
The SCA1E. If you don't know.
That spells scale.
I still can never remember or can never believe that I didn't see that. Like, I remember the FARC days and the LOL 11. What
LOLs?
Leet.
Yeah. Elite.
Leet scale. Leet talk.
Leet speak.
And I just didn't. It was, I don't know. God. So, S6.
Tony,
TRX
yes, you did
like
want me
that.
to.
Oh, the TRX6 was like that?
What?
With the weird size tires and wheels? Where the
It's got 2.2 wheels, but they're not.
They were just.
They're not wider on the back.
They weren't a 1.922. They were just a 2.2.
No, just a 2.2. Because they wanted it to look a little more street.
Which G-Wagon makes total sense.
Yeah.
Didn't the Losi LaserNet do that as well? They used a straight.
That's a short
course wheel. They just had a big tire. So.
Yeah. Big tire.
Big tires.
Big tires.
Tars. That's Midwest.
Tires.
There's no I in tars.
I wonder if the different wheels size was to induce a camber without changing the actual wheel camber angle. I don't think so.
No,
I don't think there's any camber on there at all.
Without changing the actual wheel camber angle? You have to. I think it's just they were trying to get it sucked in. And they, because it's a portal, they needed extra clearance. Suck.
They needed extra sucking. It needed extra suck.
It allowed for suckage. Like
extra bonus suck.
Like on your birthday.
Demonetized. This is not a show for children. I already said that.
I click that in the bottom of every video. I agree.
Yes, every video.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
Tony Thompson wants me to compare it side by side to the SCX-10 and I don't currently have a portal axled SCX-10 that I could do that with.
Well, there you go. You've made everybody unhappy.
Sorry. It's definitely smaller. I'll say that much. It's smaller than the 9th scale Jeeps that Axial did.
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I did not figure that. I figured it was going to be basically the same size.
No, it's a little bit smaller. Oh. Just a touch.
It's not as small as the Proline Jeep bodies, but
no.
Those things look. Proline Jeep Gladiator looks so bad.
It's awful.
It's embarrassing.
With all offense intended.
I know. It is embarrassing.
Their Gladiator is a joke. So is their JL. They're both terrible.
Oh my God. I was just
so bad.
I saw someone post one the other day and I was just like, holy shit. That looks like a body from the early 2000s. Like,
spend money and get the Axial one. Oh, it's so accurate.
God.
So accurate.
Like,
oh my God. Bonus suck. I think I dated her sister. Kevin Gibbs with the win. So that one side of the wheel is taller. Yes, Jay. That's correct.
Let me get this right.
So you're saying... Can you show the body? All right, fine. I'll go get it. Hang
on. Yeah. I mean, I guess I was just surprised that I didn't know that it had a servo on axle. maybe I saw that when I did the first video for the scale news with it, but I heard you say it in the video, and I was, what?
What?
The
I
whole
missed that.
servo on axle.
Yep, servo on axle. It's right there.
Yep. I see.
Got this nice stabilizer doodad.
Not nice. It's just.
How do I do this
cleanly? Put them so that the camera can see them.
Yeah. Oh,
man, that looks about the same size to me. But
no, they're not. They're smaller. It's smaller. Like,
I get you. I believe you.
It's narrower. It's more narrow. And one's licensed. I should mention that as well.
That's why the one has a 7-slot grill and the other has a nope.
Don't worry about it.
I was also surprised to hear the orange one has clear windows and the silver one has fogged windows. I was like, what?
What's the deal with that? Why?
That's so bizarre. Like, I can just imagine a customer getting one or the other and expecting the opposite, and it's just wow. So little things that surprised me.
Is the one side of the tire bigger too? Yes. Should I take one off and show everybody?
I've got that spammer back again. Thank you. Jesse was on it. Dr. Meemer. God.
They did the magnets, but then there's these two big like things where the magnets would be. So it's like, why don't you just put body clips there?
Oh, gotcha. I thought you said like thumb screws. I thought that was like below.
This thumb screw is below.
Oh, wait. So what the hell are the things on top?
Those are the places where the magnets go. Yeah.
Oh,
I was like, this is still full of water. Because I drove it through a creek. And, man, you saw in the review. Oh, you didn't watch it, but I squeezed the tire and there's water all over the workbench.
Oh, I heard you say it. I did. Like I said, I listened to your video.
Okay, so 1.9.
And then 2.2. At least there's still bead locks. So you paid for the extra ability to remove them without being able to replace them with anything else.
That was a question mark when I first got it. I was like, well, I guess I won't be using these or these on anything else.
Well?
Oh, that's right. Brian Sherwood, thank you very much for legal wheels for your Rebel for Nationals. Right, because you can't.
Oh yeah, you can't use this. You can't have different diameter inner and outer beads on a Sorca legal vehicle.
I'm trying to see if I've got a container I can squeeze this into, but I don't. So I'm just gonna carefully place it on the floor. Yes, but driving dynamics and all the weird stuff aside, it's not the worst, but the problem is the price, and I think I mentioned that pretty heavily in the video. It's priced at such a point that you're like, I don't know, for $30 more I can get a TRX4.
Yeah, and I think that
$70 more. I can't remember.
Being that's going to be the major things is that people aren't going to hear about it like a Traxxas. Nobody's going to hear about any RC car like a Traxxas, because Traxxas marketing is the biggest. They've got more behind their marketing than any other RC company. And then going from there, the people that do hear about it will already know about Traxxas as well. And then they're going to be comparing. And it's going to be like, well, this one has all of the aftermarket support with at least 5 options per item,
Yep.
Where this one is going to have the options available either from Rebel, which they brought in, or if you buy direct, the Yikong upgrades. So, it's like it needs to be substantially cheaper for it to be something that's that's a good option, and it's not. So
right, and like I said, if you're willing to take a chance and get one of these, I mean, it's not a disappointing trail truck. It does a pretty decent job.
That's exactly it.
What you're saying, hopefully, is that you're investing in their future and you want to see more from them. So,
and you know what? It's like, and you say that, and it's just like, well, you are a very nice person, too. You know,
I am nice.
I think that for it to be a good option, it needs to be something that's in stores, and stores have they have some experience with it, and they can be like, this is a good truck, and here it is in front of you, and it's just like one of those Traxxas, but it's a Jeep, and that is what's going to sell people on it. You want a Portal that's like the Traxxas with locking and unlocking differentials, but you have to have a Jeep. This is your option.
Yep.
So
a couple more comments on wheels and tires here. Some of y'all have never run a short course truck, and it shows. Yep, it's true. That's how all the short course trucks have been forever.
Yep. I think except the very original Slash had 2.2s.
That's true. Yep.
And
can I borrow Josh's tire cutter tool so I can make tires for my Rebel? Yes, you can.
You're going to have to scale it slightly.
Yeah. Jaywalkers. So they are 2.10 wheels? And does Vanquish make that size? It's so great. So, can you use 2.2 wheels with appropriate size 1.9 tires stretched on them in one class and in class 1 and class 2? Yes. I don't think there's any problem with that. Yep.
You can stretch tires. You just can't have wheels with two different bead diameters. So.
Right. Yeah, it can't be like that. 1.9 on one side and 2.2 on the other. It's got to be 1.9 or 2.2 or 1.5.
So that one has the wheels are different. Is it left to right or front to back?
You know what? We should try mounting them the other way.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no hex, but yeah, it's fine.
Tighten the wheel nut harder.
Does Vanquish offer mishmashed VP beadlock rings? The rings do come as one, so you could get a bunch.
You customer service emails today. Mike turned around and read me one today, and I just blinked at him like.
Oh, you did the white guy blinking gif?
Yeah. It's like, okay, I don't know what to say, but
there's something wrong with my thinking ESC, and I want my money back.
Oh man,
this is Vanquish.
So
Blind Guy RC, thank you. Hey man, the Max video was great. Thanks very much. And the Rebel was cool too, mostly. Lol. Don't think I get one. I want snow so I can take the BJA 110 out.
Oh yeah, BJA 110.
It's the BJA.
I don't know.
I'll cut him some slack.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know what it is either, but
now I want to know.
I'll mock him mercifully.
Maybe J Concepts has something that fits. New, the Crunk. New from J Concepts, the Crunk wheel. It's a 1.9 on the outside and a 1.55 on the inside.
Maximum sidewall where it counts. Blind Guy RC, thank you, sir. Hey man, sorry I missed Friday night. I think everyone should just get a Phoenix. Better than all the rest. Even an Origin is better. Thanks.
I don't want to say where it placed in the top 5 RC crawlers
because you don't actually rank it. You just say, I don't know. You figure it out.
But it's in there. Spoiler alert. But why are they trying? This is a good question, but why are they trying to enter the market with a direct competitor to the SCX-10 That's the most confusing part. What's the price difference? Well, I think you can get an SCX-10 Do I have a main open here? Yes.
SCX-10 they're not cheap right now with the pricing.
Kit or RTR? Let's go RTR.
Yeah.
$530. Whoa, $539.99.
Yeah. So,
ouch.
Yeah, they're not cheap right now. There was the price increase this year from them, which took them up there.
But the RJ RebelCon with just the truck, no battery charger or anything, $459.
Yeah.
So what's that? $80? $80.
Yep. So, and that's the whole thing. It's decision. Honestly, I think they either need to get them into stores or they need a price that's low.
Are they round? Asking for a friend. Remember that? I think I did a scale news for you, and I was like, "These tires are rounder."
You've done 2 scale news for me. That's one time when I had to go out of town for an emergency, a family emergency, and then when I was in Cancun. So
a Josh emergency.
Yeah, Nicole was having an emergency that weekend.
You were living it up. I bet you were getting the text and you were drinking a Corona or something, and you're like,
I'm just holding the Corona in my.
Oh no. Oh no. Is there anything I can do that doesn't require me leaving Cancun?
So sorry.
Will Sorka let me run 1.9s on the left side and 2.2s on the right side?
I believe so. Let's see. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. There's nothing in the rule. The words in the rules do not say
1.9s in the rear, 2.2s up front.
Overdrive.
Yeah, it's a mechanical overdrive.
Well, it's all
Nicholas.
Overdrive, Matt, but
no, this is extra mechanical overdrive. Okay. It's passive overdrive. That's what we'll call it.
Okay. You should be in marketing.
New Vanquish Phoenix 2, now with passive overdrive. Nicholas Goslin, thank you very much. Last week to Ding Dong, this one's for you. Wish you both a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
I'm looking forward to next year in all of the videos for sure. Lots of things to just do differently, do the same,
Oh?
Yeah, like we've said, Year of No, which is we do.
Well, and let's explain that, because I think that requires explanation, because I said Year of No, and I think most people took that to mean I was just going to say no to everything.
Oh.
What I mean is I have to say no to certain things to protect my yeses. Because there are things that I want to really do, but every once in a while something comes in and I'm like, should I do that? I think from now on it's going to be,
if it's not that gut feeling yes, I'm going to say no.
Right.
And on top of that, I want to say no to more things, things like that, because I want to get back to doing some of the things that I enjoyed the most, like fabricating, building tube items, welding more, like building. I know that those things aren't as popular for YouTube, unfortunately.
It's true.
But I don't care as much because.
But that said, like,
it's its own genre,
it is its own genre, and I think that said, our series on Road to the Scale Nationals was one of my more popular series.
Was it really? I guess I didn't look at. I have to go back and look at numbers.
Yeah, it was definitely one of the more popular series, and I think that's one of the things that, and same with What's on the Bench. I love doing What's on the Bench. That is my favorite show to do.
And that's a great show that you do. It's a fun watch. You get to show all the trucks, but I think that's a great one. I think that one, it doesn't get into that. It doesn't fall into that same overly,
instructive
or even meticulous. Like trying to show the fabrication of a tube chassis can be extremely boring if you're not like, you're like, you want to see someone take a stick of metal and just go, and then stare at it for a while with a bright light. I mean, I gotta put these together. Like a lot of people, people, unless you're like really into that, you don't care. But you see a new RC truck, you're like, I might care about this. I want, like, where's the servo? Are the windows foggy? Like,
are the wheels the same size on either side of the? Yeah, but I mean that's the thing. It's fun to do that stuff, and I feel sometimes like I'm a little bit beholden to getting a review out, which takes time away from me actually doing the stuff that I want to do.
That's exactly.
And I'm not saying that I'm going to stop doing that stuff, and it's not like I'm saying don't. It's not like I'm up on a high horse here saying don't send me stuff. It's just I want to make sure that the stuff I'm presenting is stuff that I'm really interested in and passionate about, and stuff that I would normally want to look at. So it's going to be a delicate balancing act, because this hobby is wide and expansive and has everything from stuff that is slow and crawls to stuff that is fast and bashes. And, I can't deny that I love having fun with that stuff too. So I want to make sure that I'm getting the time to do the things that I like.
Yeah. And I think that's the exact same. And I just, some of the reviews, I recently had a couple of trucks that I finished a review on that I knew at the outset I probably wasn't going to love. And those are great examples of a couple of times that next year I will say, thank you, but no.
Yeah. And that's the other thing. It's not a dismissive no or an ignore. It's more of a thank you, but no thank you.
Yeah. And that's, I just want to, that way I can do the stuff that is a little bit more unique, at least to what my channel at least was at times. And,
Yeah, I'm getting a couple of comments in here. John just said, my favorite is Scale News Update, and then What's on the Bench. It's probably when I'm hosting Scale News Update.
That's what he's talking about. Of course.
Yeah. And then Your Name Here, I prefer your educational videos by far. Jeremy Kilburn, this is a great point. I should highlight more builds from the Scale Builders Guild forum, which is partially why I do the top builds of the year, because that showcases some really great builders.
And that's always a great
stuff.
video. Like, you did it last year and it was a great video. I mean, I agree with Jeremy there. Like, you could do that more often, you could do it a quarterly or whatever, just because it's, I mean, they're cool to see. And, the forum, it does, obviously people I bet a lot of people, I bet possibly the majority of people who watch your channel don't know that that's a forum.
You're probably right. Yeah. And I mean, I try to highlight it as much as I can on Instagram. For a long time, I would do like a couple posts a week from the forum. And it's, I've kind of gotten a little bit out of practice with that. And I don't know, I find Instagram to be taxing at times.
It can be. I agree.
Coming up with stuff on that.
So no,
but these are all great points. And it's nice to get this feedback too. Cause I love this hobby, and I want to keep propelling it forward and sharing my passion with as many people as I can. That's the whole reason that you or I do this, right? It's certainly not for the money.
Right. Yeah. And that's it. I just want to do, someone on here had a good point here. Say people don't want to watch it, but people on car shows do it all the time. It's like, I agree. But at the same time, it's on RC cars. I don't think that it has the same, I love it. I'm not downplaying people that also love it. I just don't think that it has the same appeal straight across. And car shows, honestly, are much better produced. Specifically than anything I do.
Money behind.
I am like try and do something I like remember that I need to set up a camera for something that I think may be interesting, and it's a shitty angle with poor lighting because I'm just in fab mode. And I know that like I could spend way more time on the filming part, but that's the same thing. It takes away from what that's the weird thing with doing like fab videos, because fabricating is 98% boring, stare, look,
Stare.
grind, stare, match, stare, bend. And then it's like the 13 seconds of you put it on there and you go, "Nyeh," and then it's together. And it's just, I don't know.
Yep.
I absolutely love it. It's my favorite thing to do is fabricate things.
Here's a good point from Jay Walker. I like the videos where you guys show us why we subscribed in the first place. Anybody can unbox and review, but we're here for your experience, talents, artistic and technical, and opinions. That's amazing. Thank you. That's a really nice compliment.
That's kind of what I agree. I totally agree.
Kind of what we want to get back to.
RC Mike Klein. Thank you, sir. Josh Fatah with 7PX winch program, please. Oh, yes, I need to do. There's a few of those videos that I'm trying to do that on the Phoenix Electronics video because I was going to go through some programming stuff, but I should do a programming one specifically, like just on its own, maybe even. Or if you need to, I've got another one that I need to do. Unless it was maybe for you, I can't remember. Send me a message again on Instagram, on my private message, and if nothing else, I can shoot like a video, just like real quick. It's like 15-second thing, super easy to program on any of the Fatabas if you know it already, because otherwise it's ridiculous how it's kind of. So anyway. Thank you for the donation.
So that's sort of a New Year's resolution early.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's something we're definitely both going to do. I'm even considering a second channel, not for RC stuff, just for the actual PC stuff, because I've been having a blast with that. There's been some really nice support and some good interest in some of the stuff I've been doing. And that RC PC thing was like
pushing you to do that. I fully
you helped push me in that direction too, so and I'm definitely into it.
I'm all in on you. I think you should do that.
Thanks, man. I will definitely consider it. It's a tough game too. Like there's a lot of really talented people that have a lot of followers, but I think I can bring a unique kind of take on it because I actually, instead of just changing the color of a case or
and that's what I was saying. I know this isn't, I'm not going to like get crazy into it because I know a lot of people on here aren't there. This actually happens to be RC channels, but a lot of those, it's one of those things like in the PC world, a lot of the people are like the custom PC people. I think most RC people would be like,
it's not custom.
They're all that's all super easy stuff. Anybody in here who's like built like what we would call a custom truck, or is this like do way harder stuff than that on an RC car? Like you're custom.
That's a sticker.
The only thing that like a lot of now there is some guys there's a couple of those PC like custom built, like they do a full CAD model and they machine and they do beautiful things, but they're very few. The rest of them are like spray painted this with. And then like, what do you think? And they're like, but one thing that
gold edition.
One of them that a lot of them do, or one thing a lot of them do, is really good at videography, which I think you're walking in on an even playing field. Maybe even a step up, but
well,
I've seen some of them are good. So.
I subscribe for the flannel. Well, you're in luck. Because there's a lot more where this came from. Matt's an incredible videographer and editor. Oh, thank you very much. His running tracks are gorgeous. I had such a blast with that Max in the snow earlier this week. Like, man, that truck it's fun. I'm not used to the Go Fast stuff, but that thing is fun. Unfortunately, it got loaded up with snow. And it was way too heavy to like do backflips and stuff. It was just kind of like go, And plus, with all that snow, there's no traction, so it wasn't able to get anywhere close to its top speed.
Yeah. Still,
Matt will have the best hair in PC videos. You know what? I actually could be the most handsome person in PC building videos. And I'm not saying much about me.
I'm not going to sit here and think about it real hard just because
the bar is low.
Well, it just seems real odd for me to be like, no, you know what? You know who's a good looking?
You know what? He is good looking.
You know what a good looking dude is? Like,
Brian, I will do a Phoenix Spectrum setup video. That is a good call because I actually I enjoyed setting that one up. That one wasn't too hard, so I'll run through that with people. And somebody was asking about Furatech experience, of which both of us have some. We do, don't we?
We do. We both do. You didn't account for the cost of it correctly, but that's fine. That's fine.
Don't worry about it. I have the Furatech Lizard and Komodo in this.
You don't even know my real name. I'm the Lizard King.
I'm the Lizard King. Bob Sacamanis.
Robert, California.
No, that's his real name, Robert.
Yeah,
Bob Sacamanis. Anyway, yeah, Furatech combo in this guy. And then I've got the new Lizard in... Dude, look at those wheels and tires on there.
What in the world are those?
They look great. These are the Cooper Discoverers off that Chevy.
Off the FMS Chevy?
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
Looks pretty badass, eh?
I agreed. So, Perry...
See, I'm actually doing that trick already.
Calculated in chassis design bits. What? You're doing what trick?
I'm doing big tires on one side, little tires on the other.
Go fast, turn left. In the dirt track world, they call that stagger.
Yeah. I've got the new Lizard Pro in this one. So it's got the bigger BEC and Bluetooth and all that jazz. So yeah, Furatech. We have lots of experience. You should go back and watch the SCX24 budget build-off series that we did. Yes. 8 weeks of solid upgrades.
8 weeks.
1.9s or 2.2s on the PC.
Yeah.
Who's who? I always get confused. I'm Matt.
I'm Josh. I'm Harley.
I'm that guy.
He's Spug.
SBG. If you shaved off an eyebrow and tasted gaskets, everyone would watch.
What's PC? Personal computer. Like building your own computers is what when we keep saying PC. Yes. Computers.
Yeah.
There's some old movie Matt always references when someone says computer. I don't know what it is.
The files are in the computer. What, is that the reference I make?
You always say something about like, I don't know, something. I am a certain something computer. I don't know.
My CPU is a neural net processor.
Yeah, whatever.
A learning computer.
Whatever that is.
It's from Terminator 2. How do you not know that?
Oh, is that? I guess it's just because you say it with a funny Canadian accent.
No, I say it with his accent.
Yeah, you don't. That's not his accent.
It's not a tumor.
Yeah.
My CPU. That's how I'm going to start my first PC video on my new channel.
I just want to know what you're going to call it. PC Builders Guild.
The PC Builders Guild. Ugh. Terrible name. Who would watch that? Gross.
CBG Computer Builders Guild.
No, the PBG. Pewter.
Pooters.
Building pewters. Crawler Baller, thank you. This is a sick burn. Watch the SCX24 budget build off, but don't hold your breath for a running video. What's your address? I'm just going to send it. You can do the running video.
Still better than PCMR. Ooh. Now I'm putting the card in the PCI slot.
No, I think he's talking about the PC Master Race subreddit.
I've been in there as well, but I'm taking it to ASMR, PCMR.
Yeah. I got it.
You get it? Yeah. That
you do a Star Trek computer bit too. Oh, that's right. I do. I love that everybody remembers all these stupid bits I do.
The PCMR on Reddit is interesting, but you know what's worse?
Hello, computer.
Yeah, that too. What's worse is the RC subreddit. Like
the which one? Oh, I put the Hunavan in there the other day. It got a decent response, but there's a lot of stuff in there. It's like I bought this and it's broken. Help me fix it.
Yeah, they're like,
and it's always
I'm looking for a new RC car. Don't want to spend more than $50. What's the best?
There's a lot of WL toys in there that are just completely destroyed.
You know what I see in there most is fire hazards. Like I see things. I'm just like, I've never commented in there.
There was one where I almost burned my house down because I left my LiPo battery plugged into my truck in the garage.
Or the one of I tried to charge my LiPo battery with a phone charger that I just stuck wires into. Like,
please don't do that.
Gives me actual just.
Brawler Baller, if you want to do a running video on this truck, I'll send it to you. I will. You have to send it back though.
Yeah, there you go. The
promise.
The offender.
Yes, that's right. The offender.
So you know. Yeah, well, we got lots to do. It's gonna be a busy year.
Lots to do. I've been making a little checklist of all the stuff I need to get done on the list.
I need to make a list of lists at this point.
Mud Truck episode 4.
No.
I think I missed the window on that. It's a bit frosty here now.
It still works.
Does it?
You know, you go throw snow. People, it's the same.
It's not the same.
When's the Scalies? I don't think I responded to the mods. I need to do that.
You need to do that. I took a look at it. I was happy with everything there.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe the mods had put in January.
Yeah, I think we could do it in January.
We're just going to be presenters. I have to rent my tux still.
Shoot. That's right.
Matt owns one. He doesn't rent. But
I have a nice suit, but it's like 10 years old now.
Oh,
so
that surprises me. I'm sure you have many ties to wear with your white collared shirts for when you go to your editing job at the secretary's desk.
My God. Yeah, right. Very, very tight pants too. Uncomfortably tight pants. I wear them when I'm crouching behind my car, painting my RC car.
God, we need to do something with flying cars again. Oh, did anybody post? Did you post that Photoshop?
No, I have it though. I saved it.
Last week, where there was a joke about us trying to drive plane. Someone was like, sequel to flying cars, driving planes. And someone photoshopped it, and they photoshopped me as a hideous woman. You're gonna have to go up on my screen, but
there it is for my guys. And then you see that?
It's not focusing. I can't remember where you sent it to me. Did you send it to me on Instagram?
Yeah, in the mod chat.
Oh, I'm never gonna find it in there.
Okay, I'll send it to you on Messenger.
All right, I'll show. And what does Josh wear in a meeting? This, because
maybe a hoodie.
Like, there it is.
Team Noble. The next episode of the TGH will be the first episode of Scale Nationals, Road to Scale Nationals 2022.
We have to decide on our frequency because we only have 3 months to get those trucks done, which may sound like 3 months, but like that's going to be.
Both of us have full-time jobs.
And I'm going to be hoofing on it if I'm going to get done what I want to get done.
Yeah, I've got so much to do. It's not even funny.
I ordered a bunch more carbon fiber supplies so that I can make carbon fiber body panels.
Mud truck won't get as dirty with the mud frozen.
Yeah,
it's true. Put dirt in the bathtub and do the mud truck video in there.
You know, there's some people are giving you real options here.
These are thoughtful solutions. Oh, West Desert Wheeler had a question here. Hello, Logan. Referring to you by your real name. Matt, what truck would you send me to run on my terrain? Well, your terrain.
I want to drive.
I don't want to watch somebody else drive my junk on their terrain.
In Utah. Like,
I want to be there.
If anybody's doing Utah things, it's going to be me.
Yeah. Hoonavan video coming soon. Keep your eyes peeled for that. It's nice.
Did we talk about ticket sales for Scale Nationals last week? We did, right?
No, we didn't.
Because that was this.
Or did we?
I don't remember. But it was wild. Scale Nationals, all three classes sold out in like 7 minutes, which is awesome. And I mean, unfortunate for anybody who wanted to go that didn't get them. But like, yeah.
My friend Jeff wanted to go, and it was.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Tell the story. And Boots. Diego. Jeff. Great. Now I'll think of that every time. No, Jeff had he's a Rex Racer, Mod 19, who did the Micro Shark. He was all getting ready. He had a beautiful Class 1 build that he was putting together on a G-Speed chassis that looked just crazy. He built his own skid for the VFD. It looked amazing. And he's like, dude, if I had known it was going to be like that, I probably would have gotten a ticket earlier. But he completely missed it.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's could be said for about 90% of the people.
Yeah, it's just absolutely wild that it was that
crazy.
Fast. Because that's not been the case for Scale Nationals previously.
Oh, really?
No.
I wonder why that is. Probably because of two idiots on the internet talking it up all the time.
we should definitely take all that credit.
Oh, definitely, 100%. You're welcome.
You're welcome. For all of you guys who wanted to go and now can't. For us ruining your time, because there's a bunch of people who don't have jobs and had to.
It was probably great about that, though, is that most of the really good competitors aren't going to be there.
I know.
They weren't fast
We just had the guys who had time on their hands to be able to be at the computer at a certain time.
Yes. I just went from 27th to 25th.
Yeah. What now?
Come at me. I hope to do better than that. But I'm just happy to be nominated.
God.
Y'all need to make sure you're using different crystals in your radios. It's true. I don't want to be on 49.
Stop it. This cat is broken. He likes to lick the adhesive part of any packaging material. I don't know why. It must be.
There's bite marks in the mirror already on one of these, on one side, from my cat biting the mirror.
Chief has eaten the corners on the Proline bags, all like all the way. This one, that. So,
get a streamer backpack and live stream it. What's a streamer backpack? Is that a thing?
I mean, I'm guessing it's like a big modem, but hope you got a big backpack.
Hope you got a big trunk.
Putting my modem in it.
Put my modem back in.
Stop eating screws. Nicole is gone, so I'm the only source of entertainment.
What is a streamer backpack? It's an all-in-one HD bonded video streaming solution in a backpack, allowing for untethered broadcasts of up to 12 hours. How much?
Hey, EVGA, do you have friends at streamerbackpack.com?
Holy cow, you have to pay for data separately.
Well, that would make sense.
Okay, you want to know how much it is to ship within America?
$14.99.
$23.95.
23. Oof. Must have a big battery.
Plus unlimited data starting at $2.95 a month.
Listen, if you guys want that kind of coverage, we're gonna
better start donating.
There's gonna be a lot of brought to you buys in the middle of this.
Speaking of streamer backpacks, this episode's brought to you by Satan. Motor.
Satan Motors. 30,000 milliamp Genza's backpacks going in.
There's a lot of dust on this.
Oh, yeah. So,
we have to, at some point, decide when we're going to do the 24 Hours of Satan.
Yes, we do. Because I am ready.
I'm ready. I mean, there's nothing to do.
I know. We should just do it right before Axial Fest.
Yeah, okay.
Like the day before Axial Fest.
I'll come down a day early.
Bunch of people in town, like let's do it. And so gives people a reason to come in rather than just drive shitty 3-wheel RC cars around a asphalt track for 24 hours.
It's going to be that's a tiring start to Axial Fest.
You know, you might as well.
What'd you do? Fell asleep at the wheel.
Yeah. like we're gonna be talking about Axial Fest. Like, oh, I hope you guys are all there. We're gonna be having fun. First day of Axial Fest is just us sleeping in a tent, like a pop-up.
Sleeping at the Vanquish tent.
Yeah, the Vanquish.
Do not disturb.
Just rippers chained to my ankle on the. Like, I'm not gonna stay awake, but I'm saying
that could be fun. I like that. That's a good idea. All right, folks. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Let's wrap it up.
Say thanks to some people.
Say thank you to some folks.
Brian Sherwood, Tor Hagen, Gunnar Nissen, Sean Burrell, Tim Hunsiger, Web RC Videos, Blind Guy RC, Paul Megler. Oh, crap, I missed one from him. It said, I'd buy a Rebel Con over a TRX, so it looks like I'm buying a Phoenix.
I like that.
Curve at the end of that one.
Direction on that one.
Tarantino donation. Thank you, sir. RC Mike Klein and Perry G. Thank you a bunch of times. Merry Christmas.
RC Dave charged up. Tor Hagen, Gunnar Nissen, Sam's Garage, Rusty Sills, Sean Burrill, Crawler Baller, RC Queen, Brian Sherwood, Blind Guy RC, Nicholas Goslin, and Crawler Baller. Thanks, guys and gals.
Yes. What episode was this? 93?
93. Thanks to all the mods on both of our sides. There was a bunch of spams going on tonight, so thank you guys for sticking on top of that.
Yeah, thank you. Buck Dandy.
It just shows that we're getting popular.
I guess. Like, hit the like button before you leave.
Yeah, hit the like button on your way out. And hope you have a safe and happy holiday season. I got a few more shows coming before the end of the year, and we'll be back before New Year's. So
yeah, and I'm probably still doing a Friday Night Live, even though it's Christmas Eve, because
there'll be people watching.
I'm probably gonna
check in.
I'm probably gonna build a lifted. See,
I'll watch, but only to mock you while I'm wrapping gifts.
Well, yeah, I don't know what else. We'll figure it out. We'll see what's going on. If nothing else, I may just sit there and answer a bunch of questions all night, because those are honestly just about as popular.
Oh, that's fun too. Yeah, mods actually suggested that, because I didn't do a show last night. They were like, why don't you just go on and just leave the camera on and just stare at it for an hour and just turn it off?
Just Andy Kaufman it. Just get a bunch of setup done. Just like get a bunch of tools out.
Get the guitar out.
Get the tools out. Do this. Get your mat. People just
get the overhead.
People just think you turned it on too soon. You know, like when we did at that time and then talked about our personal medical issues in life. God.
Our ailments. Our ailments.
Like You think
Oh, man.
Jesus Christ.
We'll do a year in review.
Yeah.
We'll talk all about our
Next time it'll be funny.
goofball stuff. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks again. See you soon.
Later, everybody. Have a good night.
Love you. Bye.